Hello and welcome to another exciting matchup of Echo Arena on VRML Channel 2. I'm SputnikKobra and tonight we will have Bar Down versus Mexicans in the Mist. And it's going to be a great matchup. Both of these teams currently ranked silver. And after this we will have the Goats versus Cholla. But with that being said, we are about to begin with this matchup, although it seems that they are missing a player on Bar Down. So I will have to figure out what's going on. I'll be right back. Okay, it seems that Bar Down has got their player back, so I'm going to issue the ready up. We're about to begin this matchup. I hope that everyone is having a great night tonight. I have a few viewers in chat. Nate putting his money on Mexicans in the Mist, and Salvo putting his money also. Actually, no, I misread that. So Salvo putting his money on Mexicans in the Mist. And Nate coming through saying he is going to put his money on Mexicans in the Mist. So the audience favoring Mexicans in the Mist. And with that being said, we're about to begin this matchup. So again, this is Mexicans in the Mist. Excuse me, Bar Down in orange versus Mexicans in the Mist in blue. Oh, now he's changing his tone. Oh, that's Bobby Newport coming through. So this will be won by Bar Down. Will be picked up at the floor by Mexicans in the Mist, thrown through the tube. Picked up by Laxi. Laxi going for that shot. That one's not going to be on target. And thrown for that pass. Not going to be on target, but looking to be retrieved by Bar Down. Not able to get it. The Mexicans on the Mist will pounce, looking for an opportunity. Laxi sending that pass. That one's going to be off mark. Will be picked up at the ceiling by Little Guipo. Little Guipo doing a little bit of juking, but not able to find it. So it will be a challenge at the floor. Really knocked towards mid, and coming out of the back line will be Nocturnal now with possession. But he will have it stolen, and it will be a loss of possession. Now picked up by Laxi, not able to get rid of it before that stun coming through. Another slap. And the final slap through towards the bubble of Mexicans in the Mist from Bar Down. And Bar Down getting those boosts, looking for that shot. It will be knocked off the head of Laxi. Stun coming through, and Laxi going for that clear. Finding that bounce off the Geo. And the Stacks finding their way back to the bubble. The Bar Down won't find it, but Pi will find it. Pi going for the shot on that open goal, and that one is good. The Mexicans in the Mist will put 3 points on the board to start off this first round. And Nate saying, what is happening? Your guess is as good as mine. So Bar Down 2 QB. Unlucky Dragon sending it through right tube. It will be past that player. Will be picked up by Nocturnal at the back line. Nocturnal finds that pass to Laxi. And that stack coming through, going to the floor, finding it off that bounce will be Little Guipo going for the shot. And that will be another 3 points for Mexicans in the Mist. Little Guipo able to find that 12-meter shot from below the goal and outside the bubble. So that's a 6-point lead. 7 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock. And Mexicans in the Mist is looking pretty good right now against Bar Down. Bar Down just needs to find their passes. So Unlucky Dragon 2 QB. Sending it left tube. Looking for that pass off the wall, but finding it Along the other side will be Iron Destroyer sending it down court. So we'll be sent through mid. Stacks coming through. And looking to find it once again will be Mexicans of the Mist. A stun coming through will be slapped out by Bar Down. Looking to retrieve it is Mexicans of the Mist. So Lil Guipo now with possession, sending it for that pass, but that stun will come through, disabling his teammate. But in the bubble, and going for the slap, and that one's going to be good. So Nocturnal really looking good with that slap. 7 meters, almost a 3. And a nice angle, slapping that right off the backboard and finding 2 points for his team. So Bar Down now down by 8. Finds a pass right off that joust. And finding the interception, going for a little bit of a duck is Nocturnal. Nocturnal sending it to the back line. Little Guipo going for that clear. It's not going to be on target, but they will look to retrieve it. Bar Down now with it, sending that pass to Bo. And Parakeet slowing it down. Trying to find his pass opportunities. We'll send it to Wall. So Jello now with it. Avoiding that stun, getting that short pass. Parakeet now trying to find that pass in the bubble, but it's not going to be on target. And Nocturnal will send it for the clear. And these stacks are really close. Finding it first will be Bar Down. Not able to get it all the way out of their backcourt. It will be retrieved by Iron Destroyer. And he will follow up with another clear. An Unlucky Dragon looking to get it. Putting that stun up. Putting that block up. Able to get a hand on it, but Nocturnal will find it at the wall. And he'll lose it off that block, and then a little bit of commotion there. So a grab will be taken, and they won't find it there, but the clear coming through, and looking to get it off the wall will be Lil Guipo. Looking to find an angle. He'll get stunned out before he can make the challenge. And then the shot will come through from Pi. So Pi will follow it up. Lil Guipo will get the assist. But this is 10 points to Mexicans in the Mist. 5 minutes on the clock. They maintain this pace, they could have a mercy, so it's up to Bar Down to convert right now on these joust advantages. And Unlucky Dragon will get stunned out. Won't exactly lose possession right there, but it will be picked up by Pile on the ceiling. Pi now stunned out by Parakeet. Parakeet going for that long shot. Gonna bounce off the Geo. Be picked up by Pi once again. So Pi looking ahead, he's got one defender on him, one defender in front. Sending that interception though, Parakeet shutting down that angle. And Laxi shutting down that pass attempt. So Laxi with a little bit of juking, going to the floor. Sending that short pass, Lil Guipo now making that challenge towards the goal. Under double coverage, sending it back to Nocturnal. Good recognition from Lil Guipo. Nocturnal recognizing they have this 10-point lead, slowing it down, finding that forward pass to Laxi. Laxi making that drive towards the goal, but the nice save from Unlucky Dragon will shut down that attempt. And this is what Bar Down needs right now. They need to find that possession. And going for that long shot. That's going to bounce off the back wall. Be picked up and slapped out by Mexicans of the Mist. But Iron Destroyer will be there, sending it into the bubble. And a nice open goal for Unlucky Jello to find. And find 2 points himself. So that will break this scoreless streak for Bar Down in the first round. They definitely have their work cut out for them, but they can come back if they find a few threes. They can tie this up. So Nocturnal will slow it down, try and pull out that defender in the backcourt. The Mexicans in the Mist right now just running these short passing plays. They'll opt for a clear there. And they'll forfeit possession. Unlucky Dragon will find it, but Nocturnal will shut down that angle with the interception. Sending that shot through. It's not going to be on target, but it will be picked up by Parakeet. And they're working their way out of the backcourt. This is only the first round. So it will be a backwards clear, a no-look clear from Mexicans of the Mist. Picked up at the floor by Parakeet. Parakeet sending his own clear through. And these stacks trying to come through at mid. Laxi's there at the back line to find possession. Send it right through tube. You can see Mexicans in the Mist, quick to stack, quick to find it. And Pi with that soft slap in for 2 points. The bar down, just looking to gain some momentum, figure out a rhythm against this Mexicans in the Mist team as they approach the second round. With a 10-point deficit, it's going to be hard to come back right now. And it might be impossible in this first round. So Nocturnal now with possession, sending it that long pass to Laxi. Laxi's got 2 pass opportunities forward. Sending it into the bubble, but that's going to bounce off the Geo, so bar down quick to retrieve it, but they'll lose it, so Laxi will get it right back. Trying to find that angle off the pyramid. And it will be picked up by Nocturnal, so Nocturnal sending it right back into the bubble. Little Guipo with possession, going for that cut. But not able to find the pass, it's a little bit too far ahead of its target. It will be a clear coming through, and Mexicans in the Mist quick to recover. Sending it to Tube. Pi going for a long shot attempt, but Destroyer shutting it down. Back to Pi. And getting it past Destroyer. But with that stun coming through on Little Guipo, another turnover. So we'll bounce off Trench. And these teams are back in 4th right now. So Parakeet with possession. Sending it forward to Unlucky Jello. And they don't have the time to be wasting right now. They're going to send that short pass, be intercepted. Mexicans in the Mist looking for that opportunity on goal. That one's going to hit Shield and out of their back court towards to be slapped through. But Nocturnal once again there on the back line to find possession. So 40 seconds on the clock. This round will inevitably go Mexicans in the Mist. Laxi now with possession, going for that pass to the ceiling. Little Guipo finding the opportunity, going behind the goal to Pi, and Pi will finish it off. So a great 3-part pass in that bubble. And 18 seconds and counting. So this first round will go to Mexicans in the Mist. Bar down, looking to get some points on the board. With 10 seconds remaining, they have very little time. They will miss that pass. This first round will be 2-14 in favor of Mexicans in the Mist. So looking at these stats, we've got 2 points to Unlucky Jello on bar down, 9 points to Laxi on Mexicans in the Mist, 3 points to Lil Guipo on that open goal opportunity, and Nocturnal with 7 points, with 2 points, and Pi coming through with 9 points. So a good point spread on Mexicans in the Mist. It will put 14 points on the board in this first round. And we will have another player join the match. So I'll be right back to figure out what's going on. And they are quick to leave the match in the right amount of time, so we'll be back to gameplay. And a quick recovery from Mexicans in the Mist. Not able to find that shot. It's going to bounce off the crossbar from behind. That clear won't go through. Looking to find possession. Will be Mexicans in the Mist. Another series of stuns coming through. And that slap down for that pass to Pi. Pi going for that anchor shot. He's going to find it. So that's 3 points on the board for Mexicans in the Mist in this second round. 27 seconds on that goal time. So Mexicans in the Mist is looking to take this in 2 rounds. And they're not pulling any punches. So to retrieve it off that nest will be Unlucky Dragon. Not able to find it. Unlucky quick to recover as Mexicans in the Mist. Going for that long shot. That might be on target. And that is on target. A soft shot from Pi at 26 meters off that steal, excuse me. So Mexicans in the Mist will be quick to challenge that loose disc, find possession at the floor, and sending that soft 10 meter a second shot uncontested would be Pi and find those 3 points. So 8 minutes 38 seconds. Bar down can still come back in the second round. Just began. The Mexicans on the Mist is sending another long shot, and that one's going to be good. So Pi with back-to-back rockets. That one's a little bit faster, 15 meters a second, but they're really fighting these shots right now. It looks like Laxi is subbed out for Booty Bird. Can you confirm that, Laxi? I was wondering why you brought in that other player. And another interception coming through, this time from Booty Bird. Booty Bird not looking at that incoming defender. Won't get stunned out, losing possession. Looking to retrieve it off the ceiling and finding it is Booty Bird, sending that quick anchor pass off ceiling and an anchor shot from Pi. So Pi's gonna find that at 8 meters, so that's still gonna be a 2-pointer because his hand barely passed the bubble. I assume 8-meter 3. So Laxi confirming that he did sub out. So Unlucky Jello now banking right, but not able to find the pass. Trying to avoid that stack by getting stunned out. So Unlucky Jello once again trying to find that clear. Will not be through, so Pi at the floor, sending it into the bubble to Booty Bird. Booty Bird trying to find an angle. He's gonna get stolen from. And then Booty Bird will take it right back. Excuse me, Little Guipo will take it right back. Little Guipo trying to work his way into the bubble with a little bit of ducking, but a little overconfident on that one. It will be stolen away from him. So it will be recovered by Mexicans in the Mist, and going for that long angle pass. Not there, and trying to find it would be Nocturnal. A back slap coming through. And a forward pass. It's a little off target, but retrieving it at the wall will be Mexicans in the Mist. And Nocturnal getting stolen from as well. And this is a chance for Bar Down, looking to recover it and getting it off the ceiling. This is their opportunity on that open goal, but shutting it down will be Little Guipo. And Booty Bird back with possession. Juking out that defender, trying to send it through mid. Gonna bounce off the Geo. And this is another attempt to work it towards the bubble. I need some water. Hold on. So that will be 2 points to Booty Bird. Off that backboard. Off that back wall rebound. And Laxi Gaming say, yes, but yes, I play for them, and we decided to play Booty. Well, Booty Bird, saying Booty Bird like 5 times fast is not that fun. Get a little tripped up on it. So with that pass to Iron Destroyer now under pressure. You can see that backstack from Mexicans in the Mist so quick. They're able to just put a lot of defensive pressure on this Bar Down team. And Little Guipo now with it, looking for a long shot opportunity. Gonna be a little bit below that player from Bar Down. Looking for possession at the floor and slapping it back. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication. The backline player will come out, find possession. So Nocturnal sending it down to the floor. Will be off target, but Booty Bird will find it. So Booty Bird working for that pass, finding the Little Guipo, and Little Guipo finishing it off. So a lot of good ceiling play for Mexicans in the Mist. You don't think saying Booty Bird 5 times fast is difficult? Well, you're a little bit more skilled than me with the tongue twisters. So a 15-point lead now to Mexicans in the Mist, and Bar Down just trying to find their pass opportunities. So Mexicans in the Mist right outside the bubble, approaching bubble, looking for an opportunity and getting it past that goalie, but not able to get it into the goal. Would be Mexicans in the Mist. A no-look shot coming through off that anchor. So Booty Bird now with it, sending it to no one. This will be picked up by Pi. So Nocturnal coming through, finding it at the back line. They're going to slow it down. They have this 15-point lead. They don't have to do much. Bar Down has to challenge that disc holder. And they recognize it now. And going for that shot opportunity, being a little bit frustrated with that miss would be Nocturnal. You can see his hands going up and down just a little bit. So Parakeet now under pressure, didn't get stunned out. Sending it down into that bubble. Gonna be picked up by little Guipo, so little Guipo looking for an opportunity. We'll send that right into the hands of Bar Down. Bar Down missing that pass at ceiling. The Booty Bird now sending it off the trench, the lower ramp. It will bounce now off that wall. So Unlucky Dragon, Unlucky Jello. I was wondering why there was so much luck on this team. Then we'll bounce into the bubble, and this is an opportunity for Bar Down. They just have to find that possession. They have to make that drive, and finding the 2 points will be Iron Destroyer. So they will take a 1 minute and 32 seconds on that goal time, and they'll put 2 points on the board. So they won't be scoreless in the second round, but they're down by 13 now. So Bar Down challenging that QB. And getting that forward pass will be the QB of Mexicans of the Mist. Pi now trying to find that cross pass to the wall. Bar Down now with possession. We're getting stunned out. So Iron Destroyer will only get a hand on it for just a second. Will now be cleared into the bubble. And coming through and finding possession will be Mexicans in the Mist. Unlucky Jello now with possession. And cutting off that pass will be Booty Bird. The Booty Bird not under pressure just yet, working his way into the bubble, doing a little bit of twirling, and knocking it off the head of Unlucky Jello, but coming through will be Lil Guipo off that rebound. Now 19 points in the second round. So 70 seconds on the clock. Unlucky Jello now with it. With a little bit of a pump fake, sending it across. And some good passes from Bar Down. They just have to find their momentum. They have to disable that Mexicans in the Mist stack. And under triple coverage, he wasn't able to get a stun, so they will boost. They'll send the interception, though. Forward pass down to Unlucky Jello. Unlucky Jello under pressure. And they have to get the stuns on these stacks. They have to disable that Mexicans in the Mist stack. Finding that pass into the bubble will be Parakeet. Parakeet now sending it to Unlucky Jello, and Unlucky Jello will find it off Nocturnal's head. So a 15-point differential, 20 seconds left. Getting a stun out on Lil Guipo will be Bar Down. And getting this other stun out on that forward player, Lucky Dragon sending it off the ceiling. It's gonna be wide of its target. Picking it up will be an Iron Destroyer. They have a few seconds left. They need to take this shot. And just trying to brute force it in there will be Iron Destroyer, but will be saved by the goalie of Mexicans of the Mist. So they'll take the second round, 4-19. So with that 4-19 win in the second round, this will be a series and game victory to Mexicans of the Mist over Bar Down. So Mexicans in the Mist will be victorious. They will find this game. Iron Destroyer will find 2 points. Unlucky Jello will find 2 points. One of those 2 points will be robbed because now it will bounce off the goalie of Mexicans in the Mist, Nocturnal. So Mexicans in the Mist coming through Booty Bird with 2 points. Lil Guipo with 7 points. Nocturnal with 2 points himself. And Pi with 22 points. So an impressive performance from Mexicans in the Mist. And with that being said, we're going to go to intermission in preparation for the next match, which will be the Goats versus Cholla.
Empty goal sends it in. That was a no look. Was that a no look?
Instead gets tangled with the defenders. So Big Bot, a little bit of a flourish maybe to untangle. Let's see if they can get the goal, but instead it's Ant Gas. Maybe making sure that it's guaranteed an 8-point lead.
We're gonna chain through. A bunch of players. And nice grab by Essen. Shot Norris hits those.
It will bounce off that wall. High voltage. He can capitalize off the clear. Taking too much time. Opting to slap it back. So Goran Jr. finding that cross. So Law sending it right down to post. And Phoenix right in the bubble. Gonna go for another cross. The Fire Ninja to finish that off.
There's two on the board there from Shot Norris as Essen goes crazy. Deep across here to Caption going up there to Mamba taking the shot, big save there by Kong, but doesn't get it out. This one's still loose. Now Zach with it. Zach, he's gonna get in his pocket, picked there by Jaywalker, and he gets that one cleared out through that near side tube all the way down. That's gonna be Gay picking it up, empty goal. What a stop by Zach! You monster! Oh, what? That's ridiculous. I'm done. Gets done down. The other chain picks it up. Some quick back and forth here. This game now. Trying to turn that one around. Big shield there. Suns out two. Gets that one set into the zone. Up to Kong. Moving in on the near side. On the floor. Up in the bubble. Cross pass there to Game. Dr. Pocket. A's there to raise. That was a really quick chain there from Ethereal, but they weren't able to get the hand on the disc. Of course, that cross pass doesn't quite get to Oculus there. Actually, ultimately does. He's going to end her single shot there. And then the Oculus there sending that one back to Meatballer on the back line. Meatballer sending this one up to Al. Al sending this one in. Hits Connemara.
My name is B-Love, and I play for Project Mayhem.
Hi, my name is Palace, and I play in Project Mayhem.
Hi, I'm The Law. I play on Project Mayhem.
Hi, my name is Banzi. I play for Project Mayhem.
We are excited to change up the game, create some new metas, and to create entertaining matches.
I think our greatest challenge this season is definitely trying to get into that super top tier of the master tier and competing with those guys and at that speed and just that level of experience. How we're going to get to it is the tough part, and just basically put in the work and stay positive and just build team chemistry.
Hello and welcome for this second matchup tonight for this casting block. This will be the Goats versus Cholla. So it will be the Goats in orange versus Cholla in blue. We'll be about to begin this matchup. And with that being said, this is round one. So it will be won by Cholla. Finding possession will be blind player, sending it forward. We'll bounce off the Geo. Few stuns coming through along the wall, and Cholla will find it. The Cholla sending it through. And that stack coming through, finding possession. Matthew Marin now. And this is the Goats versus Cholla. I'm SputnikKobra. I'm still with you guys. I'm casting this, and finding it will be Nicki Minaj. God, that's a good name. That might be one of the best names I've seen so far. That's 2 points on the board. That's a 30-second goal time. So the Goats now down by 2. Nearly a minute off the clock. Quick rollout. You can see Cholla sending that defensive pressure. Will bounce off Bowtie. Will be picked up by blind player. Blind player opting to send it back to Matthew. Matthew going for that clear. Will bounce towards the wall. Will be picked up by Matthew once again, coming from the back line. Then down into that bubble. And Cholla will find it. So won't be out on that one. So DJ Mr. G going for that long shot. Not going to be there, but good opportunity and a good try from him. The blind player now. Got a defender in front, approaching, setting it to stealing. We'll bounce past both those players. And a stun coming through. So DJ, Mr. J, to Matthew. Matthew making that drive towards the bubble, taking the shot, double ding right there. Not going to find its way in the goal. A good shot attempt, just not the right angle, as it would prove to bounce off both of the crossbars. DJ Mr. J sending it cross, but Alt VRAT will be stunned. And at the back line, Matthew will find it. Matthew sending it forward. And it will bounce through. And that long shot coming through, that one's not going to be on. And another long shot bouncing off the backboard. And it will be sent through mid. So Pathfinder, are you not in this game? I know you sent me that invite. And coming through will be Matthew Marin. Oh, you're going to be subbing in next round. So Nicki Minaj sending it down to the floor. DJ Mr. J finding it. We'll trade hands for just a second. Go back into the hands of Goats. The Goats looking for this attempt, trying to find it off the ceiling in the hands of King. King going for that shot off the backboard. Be just a little wide. And now bouncing at the floor. You can see a lot of commotion happening. Dax trying to come through. And looking to pick it up will be blind player. Back pass won't be there, so it's the loose disc at trap. Will be slapped by that one destroyer and into the hands of the backline player Matthew Marin. Now Matthew Marin trying to send it through tube. Gonna bounce off that Geo. And Lucid Knight saying the goats need to be passing more instead of going for these long-range shots constantly. And that shot coming through, so Cholla will find that off the backboard. Only a 2-point game now, a minute off the clock. And so, Lucid, what do they need to be doing? Tell me what they need to be doing. I mean, I think they're doing good. They're playing within their means. But a lot of clumping though. But still good play from both teams, and that clear will come through for the goats. Coming through will be Cholla finding possession at mid, putting that forward pass, and that shot attempt on that open goal will be like slightly wide. Trying to shut down that angle will be the backline player, but we'll get past him. Down the bubble of Cholla, getting stunned out will be Alt Rat. And finding it will be Chunklog. Chunklog making that 3 earlier. And slapping it down to the floor. Looking for an opportunity off that wall will be the goats, but 2 stuns back to back, with 3 stuns back to back. Will be sent down towards tube. Will be picked up by Alt Rat. And the shot coming through, so Matthew Marin finding it. Matthew got a good arm. He's gonna find it at 5 meters. So having a reset available in case things get bad and being more confident in the shots rather than trying to cram it in the goal. But I agree they are doing good on both teams. You know, it just comes with time and development. You know, all those buzzwords, but just gonna come with time, finding your positioning and not feeling a sense of urgency and being rushed. A good communication can lend to that, and will be sent down towards goats. They'll find this opportunity, but maybe a bit of a miscommunication and another miscommunication slapping it. He had possession there, so they definitely feeling rushed if they're making plays like that. So Cholla will come through, sending it down to the floor. Matthew Marin will be stunned out. I think finding his self pass there. And a lot of clears. You are right about that, Lucid Knight. So on King now, looking for this attempt, making the drive towards the goal, but shutting it down will be DJ Mr. J. Good recognition from him. And we'll bounce down to that floor. This is another opportunity for Cholla. Cholla sitting into the bubble. And looking to find it would be Matthew Marin. Matthew Marin now cross. Sending it to Matthew. And Matthew will find the shot on the goal. Pulling out the goalie on that challenge. And having stacks ready for when they do throw it down for easy 2 points. Or perhaps 3 points. That was a good play there. They recognized what they needed to do. They pulled out the goalie. And Goats just not really finding the speed they need to on these rollouts, so they won't have that player forward for the pass. King will be there to find that interception. Now the stacks need to come through. They need to challenge Cholla in the backcourt. And that will get past Goats, so this is another chance for Cholla. They have this advantage in the bubble. And all VR will take it in. So that's another 2 points to Cholla, and they had their stack ready for that clear. They had no stuns. No one from Goats stunning them, so they were able to get down and have that advantage in the bubble. They had 3 players in the bubble past Goats. So Goats with joust advantage, maybe a miscommunication there, will not find its target, but picking up will be King off that clear attempt. King now with possession, sending that stun. I don't know if he can avoid this other defensive player. The other defensive player will find it, so Alt Rat will steal that one. And King now back with it. Sending another interception. Back-to-back interceptions right there. And All Rat will find it once again off that grab. Another steal, so another steal. And we'll turn over into the bubble of goats. So a lot of clears coming through. Will be picked up by DJ Mr. J. DJ Mr. J with this 1v1 opportunity and getting it in the goal. Recognizing that he had that advantage to make the charge towards the goal. It's a 10-point lead to Cholla, excuse me. And Galactic Ice Cream Man. It would be interesting to see what a team who puts in a lot of hours and doesn't have a look where their teammates are because they know where they'll be could do. Kind of like how select baseball teams who have been playing together for a while. I mean, you basically develop that exact type of rhythm in the Diamond and Master tier. So 2-12 in this first round, and we'll be Cholla taking the first round. So after you play with teams for a while, and there will be a time stoppage, it looks like someone will crash. But yeah, addressing your question, Galactic Ice Cream Man, you know, when you play a lot more, when you develop good communication skills, especially at the Diamond and Master level, you'll basically kind of feel where your teammates are. Well, you see like a lot of no-look passing and a lot of no-look slapping off Geo, where they'll find the pass to their teammates because they know instinctively where their teammates are. And you develop that rhythm after a lot of time playing together. But it also comes down to positioning, like what's the optimal positioning. But with all these things, it just takes time. So looking at the goats, we've got Chunklaw with 2 points. I'll find those 2 points off that backboard shot. Alt VRAT with 2 points. DJ Mr. J with 2 points. And Matthew Marin will find 6 points. So I think there was a self goal there. A little bit of a point discrepancy. How can they improve? Clean communication. Using the red light, green light. No one really uses yellow. Some people use yellow. But the red light and green light system for indicating how much time you have, that's a good place to start. And constant communication. Constant communication so your teammates know what they're doing. And I think having that back pass available when they are in a bad situation and just talking to each other. I definitely agree with that. Back pass situation, when you don't have a favorable setup or rollout when you're moving towards the goal, send it to back pass. Because that back pass, especially if you have a lead, it requires defense to find their stacks and run a defensive stack. If you have the lead, send it back pass. If you send that back pass, maintain the lead. Because they're going to have to send out a player to challenge that back pass, to challenge the possession holder with the back pass, creating an opportunity to find a forward pass. Especially when you have the lead. If you have the lead, you can do that all day. If you don't have the lead, you can't do it as much. But with that said, we're about to start with the second round. It will be Cholla taking the first round. And with that forward pass, it will be past its intended target. But that one destroyer will send it towards mid. And DJ Mr. J sending it to Bo. Line player now sending it up. I believe Pathfinder's now in. He was previously in the chat. So it's good to see him in there. He did sub out one of their players. Blind player now with it. Loses it off that stun. We'll go in the hands of Chunklaw. Bouncing off that Geo. Stun coming through. A loose disc at ceiling. You can see that clumping there. That's not like they need to run a stack right there. But, you know, all in all, still a good play. You know, I don't like to focus on Cholla's weaknesses. You know, at a certain level, everyone is gonna have, you know, these weaknesses. It just takes time. But I would say positioning, but they are also playing with a sub. So you have a team that doesn't have the luxury of playing with 4 players right now. So that's going to disrupt team synergy every game. And, you know, at a certain point, people are just happy to be playing in structured matches. This is the best usage of your time. You know, if you just want to play matches at whatever skill level, VRML offers the ability to do that. And this is what how Echo Arena is best played, and how your time is best spent. Because you can play pubs all day or play scrims, but you might not have the time for that. And this affords you that time to find good matches, structured matches, and within a certain time frame. So I would say their biggest weakness right now is that they need to find a permanent 4th player. And then start developing some synergy, some permanent tactics. And another change of possession right here in the tube. And we'll be off the wall into the hands of Thicky Minaj, who I have to say, that is the greatest name I have seen in VRML. And we'll bounce off that Geo. And we'll attempt to be picked up by Cholla. Stun will come through. And King now going for the forward pass. Not going to be on target though, but recognizing that teammate at mid. We'll bounce back towards Bubble. And Blind Player now with it. Gonna get stunned out. See, recognizing where you have a pass right there would have been a good opportunity. And finding the shot will be DJ Mr. J. So that's the first 2 points. It's a 2-minute and 53-second goal time. So the GOAT's really challenging Cholla here. Not giving Cholla the lead that they had early on in the first round. So we'll go to Dat 1 Destroy. He will find that pass to King. And then King has that forward pass. He just needs to find it. That's going to go down towards the backline player, Matthew Marin. That slap coming through. They had a good roll out there. They found their forward pass. But they weren't able to find the follow-up pass in that relay. And will be picked up by King. So only down by 2 points. Sending that interception, though, they can't afford that. So DJ Mr. J making the drive towards goal. You can see Cholla flying in and creating that open goal or semi-open goal because the goalie was stunned. You see that backstack coming through, challenging that goalie. Stunning him out, creating that opportunity for DJ Mr. J. Just send it in at 12 meters a second. Who would I say is the strongest player for each team? You know, I haven't watched these teams enough to know. I do like these questions though, but I don't know. I don't see enough of these teams, and I can't really decipher. I think Matthew Marin has the strongest arm and the most accurate arm on Cholla. I need to get some water. And Blind Player finding that run right there. So I would say that Matthew has a good arm, and recognizing that and like tuning that, because you know at the beginning stages of this game, having a strong arm and having good form can go really far. So I would say that Matthew Marin is my standout player for this game for both teams. And DJ Mr. J will send it forward into that bubble. Will be picked up by King at the back line. King now sending that clear through. Then go into the hands of Matthew. And Matthew finding that pass off the floor, and DJ Mr. J going off the backboard. So that's a good play from Cholla. DJ Mr. J will get the shot off the backboard. It will ding in that upper pocket from behind. So 4 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock. And that was a good play from Cholla. Matthew Marin able to get that pass along the floor right underneath that defensive player, creating that 1v1 opportunity. And finding that pass to King would be the QB of Goats. So Goats has this opportunity right now. You need to find this pass off the ceiling, but it's not going to be on target. So Matthew will come out of goal, find it, and clear it. And getting stunned out will be Blind Player. Will be picked up by King. So now down by 8. They got to get into a rhythm. They got to find these passes. And those are more of like whipping pass clears, and those are not going to be on target. So Cholla now looking for it. Will be slapped out of the bubble. I think you're always better off focusing on accuracy and finding these passes. So we'll be sent down towards that bubble and looking for it and getting to it. Will be Thicky Minaj. Won't be out of the back court. Thicky Minaj coming out of goal, and he had time to find that clear. He just needs to slow it down just a little bit. You can always use the floor and the ceiling and sending it behind goal, but not going to be there. So Cholla now with it. Cholla giving it up to King. And King now looking for an opportunity. Setting it clear through 2. That pass is not going to be there. It's going to bounce out all the way towards the ceiling. And Matthew Marin, who's a good choice for goal. You can find these clears. As you see right there, it's going to bounce towards the ceiling, and that stack will come through, finding possession. King now with it. King now to Dat 1 Destroyer, but Dat 1 Destroyer, under a little bit of pressure, will turn it over. And Matthew, trying to find that angle for that bounce shot, will finish it up with that follow-up. So now a 10-point lead to Cholla. So, you know, Matthew's got these angles. He'll find these shots. And I'll definitely put 2 more points on the board. So 2 minutes on the clock. 10-point deficit. That 1 Destroyer sending it through. Will bounce off the wall. This is an opportunity. That player just needs to read it. But it will go into the hands of Cholla for the clear. It will be turned over at the other side of the tubes. And will be picked up by DJ Mr. J, sending it forward. And losing possession right there will be King. And it will go towards mid. That stolen boost will be taken. DJ Mr. J up to Blind Player. And Blind Player behind the goal to Pathfinder. A nice save from Thicky Minaj, but the clear is not there, and Blind Player will finish it up. But great recognition from Thicky Minaj, finding that save from the shot above the goal. So we'll be in the hands of Dat 1 Destroyer, sending it through for the clear. Pathfinder now finding it. I think that's a little redundant, though. Maybe I have to change it up for Pathfinder. And that clear coming through mid. We'll bounce down into the bubble. That stun will come through, so they'll take that away from DJ Mr. J in the bubble. And another clear coming through. So 30 seconds on the clock. This will be the second round and the series to Cholla. Cholla will find their victory. With 20 seconds on the clock, they can put 2 points on the board in the second round, making that shot, but Blind Player coming out goal and a steal. So with this attempt, it will be 2 points. They will find 2 points on the board, and that will be the Goats. King finding that opportunity, taking it in the bubble. So that will be this second round to Cholla. A 10-point differential. It will be 2-12 in favor of Cholla. So we will have Cholla on the Goats with 2 points, 2 saves. Nicki Minaj with 1 save, 1 steal. That one Destroyer finding 2 saves. Excuse me, 2 steals, 2 stuns. And Unk King with 2 points, 1 assist, and 1 steal and 25 stuns. On Cholla, we've got Alt VRAT, 1 save, 2 points, 2 steals, and 33 stuns. So a lot of bruising from these teams. And DJ Mr. J with 8 points, 1 assist, 1 save, 3 steals. And Blind Player finding the goal, 4 points, 1 assist, 2 saves, and 1 steal. And Pathfinder subbing in for the second round with 1 steal and 15 stuns. And finishing off will be Matthew Marin with 8 points, 1 assist, 1 save, and 7 stuns. And with that being said, that is the end of this. And will I do more of the GOATs, please? If they get me the invites on time, like they did this... Well, Pathfinder got me the invite, but if they get me the invites on time, and they get in the game ahead of time, and they make it easy on me as a caster, I will cast more of the GOATs games. Just let me know. But with that being said, that's the end of this matchup between the GOATs and Cholla. I'm SputnikKobra. I think I'll be back in an hour for the next matchup. I forgot who it was, but I'll be back in an hour on VRML Channel 2. This has been a great matchup. These have been 2 great games. The first game in this series will be Mexicans of the Mist versus Bar Down. Will be won by Mexicans of the Mist. And the second matchup will be the GOATs versus Cholla. Will be won by Cholla. So that will end this broadcasting block. And until I see you in another hour. And we need to hear more Nicki Minaj. I have to say Nicki Minaj more. That's really on point. That's a chef kiss right there. Perfetto. So... I hope you all have had a great time watching these games. I've definitely had a great time casting these games. And thank you for watching. So, I'm SputnikKobra. Again, that's my second sign off. Been a pleasure to cast these games. You guys have a great night.
Season 3 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Asterion Products, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net.